Greg, I thought I'd never have a free moment today. Did you lock the door?
Dr. Amy, yes, the door is locked. Did you put your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Yes, we're all set. We shouldn't get any interruptions. If the staff ever finds out we do this, it would look really bad for us.
I know, Dr. Amy, and as many times as we say this is the last time, I just can't resist doing this with you.
Yes. Let's not waste any more time. Let's do it. I can't wait any longer.
I'm excited now. I love reciting the Patient Bill of Rights with you. The Patient Bill of Rights, Dr. Amy, is important to always keep in mind. Because, as providers, we have so much power over the patients we treat. The Patient Bill of Rights provides protection from the abuse of that power.
Oh, Greg. I've been waiting too long for this to happen. Yes, tell me what I want to hear.
Yes, Dr. Amy, the Bill of Rights fits in with our code of ethics. I like to think of the Bill of Rights as a common-sense set of rights. It's the way I would want to be treated if I were a patient here.
Greg, you know just how I like it. Let's take turns, okay? There are 22 rights. If you, or a loved one, were a patient here, these would be your rights. The first one is the right to receive considerate and respectful care in a manner that is sensitive to your age, gender, social preferences, cultural orientation, psychological characteristics, sexual orientation, physical situation, and spiritual beliefs.
Oh, Dr. Amy, that was really good. Number 2 is that you have the right and are encouraged to be involved in all aspects of your treatment plan.
3. You have the right to be well informed about your illness, possible treatments and their likely outcome, and to discuss this information with your practitioner.
4. You have the right to know the names and roles of people treating you. I love the next one, Dr. Amy. Please say this one very clearly for me.
5. You have the right to consent to or refuse a treatment, as permitted by law, within the parameters of good medical practice and program guidelines. This informed consent must be obtained prior to the initiation of treatment and must be retained for a treatment to continue.
Dr. Amy, nobody says that like you do. Here's number 6. You have the right to be provided with adequate information to facilitate decision-making.
7. You have the right to be informed of the use of crisis procedures. Oh, Greg, I get so excited about number 8.
I know you love hearing number 8. You have the right to information governing the use of special treatment interventions and restrictions of rights.
9. You have the right to express your preference regarding your choice of case manager, therapist, or other service provider.
10 is one of my favorites. Are you ready for this one? You have the right to every consideration of privacy. Case discussion, consultation, examination, and treatment will be conducted so as to protect each patient's rights. The staff will protect your privacy as much as possible.
You do that so well, Greg. Now for number 11. You have the right to expect that all communications and records pertaining to your care will be treated as confidential, unless you have given permission to release information or reporting is required or permitted by law. Greg, tell me the next one, just the way I like it.
12. You have the right to consent to or decline to participate in proposed research affecting your care. If you choose not to take part in research, you will receive the most effective care the clinic otherwise provides.
13. You have the right to be told of realistic care alternatives when treatment is no longer appropriate or you would benefit from supplementary assistance.
You are always really good with that one, Dr. Amy. Here's number 14. You have the right to know about clinic policies and practices that relate to patient care, treatment, and responsibilities.
15. You have the right to know about clinic resources that can assist you in resolving disputes, grievances, and conflicts that affect you and your treatment.
16. You have the right to know about charges and payment methods for services rendered.
I know how much you like 17. Are you ready? 17 states that you have the right to receive treatment without the taking or misuse of resources or property by means of undue influence, breach of fiduciary responsibility, deception, harassment, coercion, theft or other unlawful or improper means.
Oh, yes. Number 17 always hits the spot. 18 is your right to be informed of business relationships among the clinic, educational institutions, other healthcare providers, or payers that may influence your treatment and care. Oh, Dr. Amy, this is just what I needed.
Yes, Greg, I'm so glad that we've found each other. Number 19 is that you have the right to receive treatment in a manner that is free from and prohibits physical abuse, including sexual abuse and physical punishment from staff and members of the board of directors.
20. You have the right to receive treatment in a manner that prohibits psychological abuse, including humiliating, threatening, and exploiting actions.
21. You have the right to, and when applicable, clinic staff will utilize mechanisms to facilitate access and referrals to guardians, conservators, self-help groups, advocacy and legal services.
22. This is the last in our Bill of Rights. You have the right to be provided adequate and humane care in the least restrictive environment.
Greg, this was the best ever. And I've got a treat for you.
Oh, Dr. Amy, this was so wonderful. Just doing this with you is my treat.
Oh, Greg, you always say the nicest things to me. But this treat is for both of us. I've videotaped this. So now we can watch this whenever we want to.
Dr. Amy, I just knew that we were perfect for each other from the moment you first started working here, and I heard you defend a patient's right to privacy.
Greg, we better pull ourselves together and look like we've been working.